Plus, a woman who can show you how it is never too late to reinvent yourself. She became an award-winning novelist in her 70s. We're going to meet her when we come back to Colorado's Best. Still ahead, an author who will inspire you. Award-winning novelist Darlene Quinn is here to show us how you can reinvent yourself at any age. Welcome back. In today's economy, a lot of people have had to re-examine what they do to make a living. Well, now we're going to meet a woman who's done it all. Darlene Quinn has been a teacher, a self-improvement coach, a senior executive, a modeling instructor, and a consultant. And in her 70s, she decided to write some books. And now she's joining us here on Colorado's Best. These are award-winning novels, Darlene.
Yes, it's been very exciting.
I guess so. Tell us a little bit first about your novels and how did you delve into them?
Well, actually, I'm a sort of an unlikely writer. I grew up in the age of sight reading, and my greatest creativity in writing happened to be in spelling, which was not greatly admired in school. My papers all had the measles. However, I've been a storyteller all my life. And as far as reinventing myself, I guess I've done it since high school. I've switched a lot of jobs. I've done a lot of different things, not because I was unhappy with anything, but I kept finding things I liked better.
So you clearly are a naturally very curious person. You want to know kind of what's next, what's over the next mountain, huh?
Right. And actually, the people in the world of retail, the background, I write faction. I write character-driven novels about real events. And the background that I have is in the retail empire, and there were just so many fascinating people that live in that world that they had stories that they had to tell.
So that's what kind of inspired your books. Now you've got, it's all about the webs of power. Tell us the different titles of them and give us a little, sneak peek into them.
Okay, well, I sort of wrote backwards. My first novel, Webs of Power, the background of that book is the takeover of all the Federated department stores, except I call them consolidated. And I have a very bizarre corporate raider. He's had 3 nervous breakdowns, liposuction, a facelift, and he fills his pool with mineral water.
Your typical corporate raider, right?
That's right, except when you write fiction, it has to be believable. Therefore, I did not give my corporate raider a wife and family in one city and a mistress and family in the other. All true of the man who fell in love with Bloomingdale's, went after all of Federated, could not afford it all, and sold the West Coast to Macy's. That is the background. That's not the story. If people wanted to know all about leverage buyouts, corporate takeovers, they'd be in nonfiction. If they're going to buy a novel, they want to be entertained. Therefore, I learned all about it, but I gave the reader only what they needed to know to enjoy the ride.
It sounds like it is never a dull moment.
Right. The next one, Twisted Webs, which has won the 2011 National Indie Award for Excellence and the International Award for Fiction and Literature, is about the background of that is the corporation getting out of bankruptcy and taking over Macy's. However, the story in that one is one of my main characters delivers twins. And on the day of their birth, one of these twins is abducted.
Wow.
In the first page and a quarter, the reader meets the abductor. They find out who he is, why he has taken this child, and they also find out that he is a good religious man who, out of love and desperation, has committed this heinous crime.
Quite the cliffhanger. Now, Darlene, clearly you have a way with telling these stories. You said you're a storyteller. But let's get to the point that, you have reinvented yourself so many times. You have some tips for people who are looking to reinvent themselves. Maybe it's their first time to need to re-examine and reinvent themselves. You've done it many times. What are your biggest tips to make it happen?
Follow your passion. What do you really like to do? What do you like to talk about? Then check out the skills. What do you have in there? And there's a couple of reasons for reinventing yourself. Some people in today's economy need to reinvent themselves to have a job and make money. Others, like myself, when I went into this, sitting down and having a cup of tea, and after I cleaned my closets, I needed more to do. So looking at those skills, if you need to make a living, what could you do that someone would be willing to pay you for? And then the last thing is network. Talk to people.
Get out there.
It is amazing. We all like to help each other. We're all, as human beings, we're reluctant to ask for help, but we're depriving others of helping them. You throw out an idea, I'm thinking about this. Oh, you know what? You should talk to my friend so-and-so.
That's what the networking is all about, and there's so many opportunities out there, whether it's, you know, with business associates or maybe out on the golf course or a running league. I mean, you can network wherever you are. Darlene, what an incredible story. May I tell people how old you are? Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely.
75 years old, and now she's writing novels, and you look amazing, incredibly youthful, and it's because you do what you love, right?
That's right.
DarleneQuinn, thank you so much. And she has several autographed copies of her books to give away. To win one of DarleneQuinn's novels, just go to our website, coloradosbest.tv, and click on contests. And be sure to let us know that you would like to win one of these novels, one of DarleneQuinn's web novels. Very impressive. So much fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure, Paula.